Hey, what's going on, guys? Just getting ready here. Let me get us all set up. Good morning. I saw there's some folks in here already. Doram, Hasaki, and Mr. Gorehammer, Kimberly. What's going on, guys? Good morning. And Choco Falcon. What's going on? Hello. Let's see. Revan, I think I said too, right? Revan's here too. I was just getting everything all laid out here. I thought it'd be cool to actually build this in like backwards order, or at least different from normal. Let's start with the weapons. Maverick over there on Twitch. Hello. Good morning. Demon Slayer. Also on Twitch. What's going on, guys? Michael. Hope everything is well. Hope everything is good on your end. Yeah, going all right over here. Let's see. So we've got this guy who it seems like a lot of people have been enjoying taking a look at some like slightly older MGs. This one, when did this kit? 2013, 2012, 2013, I think, when this one came out. Let's see. So it's more than 10 years old now at this point. We're getting a new version out pretty soon. How many kits will be in your GBWC build? Khalif asked. Well, let's see. There's the Sinanju, the Unicorn, the Base Jabber, and 2 Rezals. So 4 mobile suits. If you include the Base Jabber, that's 5 parts. And then if you also include the kind of debris kind of base and like scene parts, makes it basically kind of like 6 parts. First time watching a live build, Sir MJX said. Do you always cut all the pieces out before assembling everything at once? Yeah. Well, I don't always assemble everything at once. I do always cut out all the pieces first, yes, just because I find that it's kind of streamlines the process for me. And to be precise, I cut out all the parts and separate everything. I don't just like cut out everything into just one big pile. But if I were not actually like live building, just like putting it together at home usually, or if I was doing it here or whatever, then I would build like cut all the parts, everything, separate it in the box, and then like remove all the nubs and then build that section, like one section at a time. So like I then take out all like the parts like this for like the weapons, remove all the nubs on these parts, assemble this part, and then kind of move on. So that's kind of how I typically do it. But yeah, how are you guys all doing today? Let's see. It's kind of weird. It feels like a Monday, sort of. Also kind of feels like a Friday. I don't know. It's very strange feelings. This week has been so odd for me. Well, yeah. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of this week, we had like doctor's appointment stuff to go to with my wife. So it's been kind of really sporadic kind of week. So this is like my first like full day to be like here in the office all day this week. So that's why it kind of feels a bit like a Monday, but I don't know. It's interesting. Chris Pabs is here. This kit and a handful of others I could build again and again and not tire of. It's such a fun and intuitive build. Maybe minus those manipulators. Oh, yes, Chris. The manipulators. Yeah, I already, just removing them from the runner, I already, like, I don't want to say broke, but kind of broke off a couple of the fingertips. Like one of the fingertips on each hand already came off. So, yeah, not good. Let's see. Okay, that's on there. This doesn't fit any tighter than that on there, I guess. Huh? And let's see, this back end part here is a very cool tweet out the version beam rifle as like one of my all-time favorite beam rifle designs. Though this one is pretty cool, I do have to say. It's heavy though is the problem. So that's where it can be an issue. Oh god. There's somebody outside with like a big bass bumping. It's like terribly annoying. It never really bothered me all that much. Like when people have like the big loud bass like in their car. But like after moving back from Korea, yeah, it definitely bothers me more than it did before. It's like I don't know. My wife was not used to it at all because like people don't do that in Korea. Like very, very, very rarely, occasionally, somebody will be playing like loud music, maybe, but it's not common at all, like it is here in the U.S. So, and definitely not with like the huge bass. But yeah, so when we moved, and when we would like when we'd be like in line at like a traffic light or whatever, and next to a car like that, like my wife just hates it. And like, yeah, it never really like bothered me that much before, but like it's like since she pointed it out, I'm like, yeah, that is like pretty annoying. I can understand that. So I don't know, just getting old, I guess. I call that the wubs. Yep, something like that. Hey, we got a lot of morons like that in the States. I mean, I understand. Like when I was younger, like I used to blast music too, not with the wubs, as Chris so eloquently put it. But I mean, like, yeah, I was playing loud music. I understand. But yeah, I was young, I guess is the key word. And I guess a lot of the times when you see people doing that, it's like sometimes young people, oftentimes not the. It's on there. Is there a particular orientation for this? I don't think so. Kind of. I guess that's right. Think so. But yeah, so anyway, it's already a late night in the Philippines and calm at best. Well, that's good. How's the Toys and Tanks participation going, Zach? I have not seen too many out there. It's definitely less than like what it would be for like a typical like gunplay contest, as you might expect. But I think like last time I checked, I haven't checked like this past week at all actually, but last time I checked there was about 50 or so entry emails, so it's pretty good, I think. Let's see. And actually not too many so far, but I think we'll maybe see some more of these coming in, but not too many of the photo entries. So yeah, if you guys, just as a reminder to you guys, I think some people may have just like missed the announcement that we were adding a kind of just photography sub contest. I don't even want to say it's like a category. It's like a different category, I guess, but yeah. So there's that option as well for you guys. Let's see. That's there. That shouldn't be like running into there, should it? There you go. Should stop like that. And I feel like I don't have this part on here correctly. Hang on. Something's awry. because that's not straight. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Okay, and when are we gonna actually? I feel like I'm missing some steps too, but I don't know. Maybe not. Because when are we gonna add the ammunition? There we go. Why is it like? It's like as you build the bazooka, then you build the shield, and then you come back to the bazooka to build the ammunition part of it. Like, okay, bit of a weird flow on that one, but let's see. So we got that, and our ammo fits into the back of here. Uh-oh, should be. How? More. There we go. Oh, and it's just completely popping that part out. Yeah, so it's been I have built this before. It's been a while though, so it's kind of taken me a second to kind of remember how this goes in here. Because it should fit up into that. There we go. It should fit up into that first, and then there we go. Okay, anyway. Then back to the shield. Okay. Any aquatic gunpla that have a good build value? Zigaki, Hygog. Oh, okay. Revan's answering a question there. The question was, sorry to ask, but what do you expect for the Sinanju? Or maybe it's a different question. Anyway, but Jaden's question is, sorry to ask again, but what do you expect for this Stein narrative Ver.Ka? I'm looking forward to it, just because, yeah, like Chris was saying, it's just such a great design. And so looking forward to the new version. And it's not going to be entirely without new parts. It's not going to be just a recolor or something like that. It is going to have some new parts for the sleeves parts. So that will be cool. And I think it also is going to include the B-Maxes, which, I mean, like, it's not new. It's new to be included with the Stein, as it wasn't before. It's just only for the original, like, regular red Sinanju. So it's cool that that's going to be packaged in together with that. So, I mean, as far as, like, new parts, it is, like, somewhat minimal. What's this handle go to? I have another handle here that I guess this is was probably leftover part that I probably wasn't supposed to use, I guess. I don't know. Let me see here. Yeah, I think so. Okay. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, and our shield connection part. Yes, let's put that on there so it's not getting confused. And let's see. But okay, yes, let's see. So there's our weapons. First, let's move on to the backpack. And let me see. Just suggestion, I think using a non-black-white background for this build, a mostly black and white kit will make it look clearer on camera. Well, yeah, my review background is not black or white. I mean, it's sort of dark. But, Zach, I missed your Unicorn Ver.Ka stream, so I didn't get to ask this question, but is ABS tighter than poly? I have a MG Banshee, and knowing about the change in plastic, it's kind of loose. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, it was like a ABS frame is like tighter at first, although I feel like it kind of wears down this in the same or similar way. I mean, I don't know. George K said it's 10 p.m. in Thailand. Hard to catch your live stream due to time zone. Hey, trust me, I know. People watching all over the world, it's hard to, hard to make it an appealing time for everyone. All right, let's see. This will be here. I think the fuel tanks might be one of the few parts of this kit that I end up using for my build, ultimately. I'm not too entirely sure on that yet. Kind of interesting how those gray parts just fit in there with friction, not even having like anything else in there. But that's our fuel tanks, easy, and definitely an upgrade from the original Sinanju in that it's just one main solid piece, not solid, but one single piece, not any seam line on that, which is convenient. So got 6 of these. Also nice that this has separate parts for the thruster bells, which certainly makes not necessarily easier to paint. It does sort of make it easier to paint if you wanted to have the inside a separate color, but yeah, it just makes it convenient, I guess. Let's see. I want to buy a PG for my birthday. Which one you think is the best PG right now? I usually would say the Exia. It's the best PG, I think, all in all. Definitely check that one out. Let's see. Pretty sure I got this correct. All right. Kind of weird. The center part of the backpack here first, and then we'll build the outside parts. Yeah, interestingly, even though I've built the MG narrative version, I just don't remember the build very well. I don't know what I was doing at the time, but yeah, it's still somewhat new to me. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and even after just building the regular Sinanju as well. Anyway, oh yeah, very cool. Love the backpack design here. Okay, and then these parts. So let's see. These are going to be the same, right? F8. I hope so. Are they? Yeah, looks like it. They better be the same. I had to buy another one to complete a full armor unicorn. Let's see. I wonder if this helps. However, once I used the tea tree oil as a potential lubricant for my Gunpla in recent, and thankfully HG Caliburn showed me some promising results. However, not with the RG full armor. Interesting. All right. Low viscosity silicone shock oil is good joint lube. Interesting. Yes, I've not. Someone was asking about this, I feel like, on a different live stream recently, about like using some kind of lubricant. I've never done that, but yeah, apparently it is something that you can try, or that you guys, people have been trying, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, never thought to try that. Never had the need, I guess. Uh-oh. No, shouldn't have put this part on here first. Let's see. No, this one. All right. I was thinking that it would be a good idea to start building the kit like in reverse. Although I have to say I'm kind of regretting it. I don't know. It's just kind of a bit weird. It feels off. Something feels like uncomfortable. Speedabaka, hello. Good morning. Something feels a bit strange. Building the kit backwards. It's not backwards, but you know, just in the kind of opposite order from usual. Let's see. Okay. And then that's it for that, right? Okay. Certainly a much more minimal style here for the backpack compared to the original Sinanju, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah. Definitely. Alright, I'm not trying to buy anything and reduce my backlog this month. Feels bad to just let them sit there and not open up the belt. Yeah. I don't know. Just knock out some builds, I guess. And don't feel too bad about it. Still contemplating whether to buy the HG Silver Bullet suppressor or 2 cheaper HGs. I love the HG Silver Bullet. Suppressor is not really my favorite version necessarily, but I love that kit in general. So I mean, I would say definitely check it out. If you've not ever built any HG Silver Bullet kit, then yeah, I would definitely recommend it. I kind of prefer other versions, but definitely a cool kit. All right. It was a little weird at first, but definitely building the second part of the backpack, the other side, is a lot easier than the first ones I kind of had it figured out. Hey, so this part's kind of tricky to get in there. There we go. Tricky to put it in means that it's going to be tricky to get it out again later, unfortunately, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, our backpack is all done. Interesting as it is, yes, very. Those fuel tanks feel a little bit too loose in there, but it looks great. Am I right? Okay, yes. Let's see. I'm still on building a PG Exia, just getting to building the armor. Elias, building your PG Exia, do you have the like full light set and everything? You have to. If you don't, you have to get it. Yeah, let's see. Are you talking about the Exia being a more complex build or something? Anyway, yeah, PGs, yeah. When it comes to PGs, MGs, HGs, I mean, if you can build one, you can build any of them. There was a really funny there's kind of funny comment recently, and it's one that I've seen a couple of times, like over the years, every so often. It's usually on kind of more like anime related stuff. If it's like a character model kit, like from an anime or something like that, because that's how like people who don't normally watch my videos maybe find one of my videos, just because like they're just looking at like videos, they're just like searching for videos about like some certain anime, and my video pops up and they see it, and then like it's like not like a figure, but it's like an actual model kit. And like they're kind of surprised by it. And so yeah, so I've seen like comments from people where they're like, I wanted to get this, but knowing that it's a model kit that I have to actually put together myself, why would I spend my money for something like that? It's like, I don't know, very funny. Or I would sometimes get comments from people who like already bought the item. They bought something not knowing that it was going to be a model kit, and they got it like, oh, I bought this and I ordered this and I didn't know I had to actually put it together. What a waste of my money, something like that. Like very negative about it, and it's just funny to me. So yeah, when you're talking about like H or like a PGs being more difficult than HGs or whatever, anyway, whatever the combination of difficulty you're talking about, it's kind of funny that, you know, being able to just build a model, or just kind of knowing that you're building a model and just being aware of the fact that it's a model kit, is they're all like pretty easy. But then there's other, especially when we're talking about like Bandai Gunpla, I mean, like they're very easy, even a PG. So like to my point, where saying that if you can build a HG, you can build a PG because it's all like basically the same. It's just interesting how then there's some people who will get a model kit and be like, why do I even have to build this at all? It's so hard, it's so difficult. They wanted to just be able to just get it and take it out of the box and put it on their shelf. And it's just not, it's easy, but it's not that much. It's not that easy. I don't know, Bandai will continue the PGU line. Everything about, let's see, PG line has gone silent since 2020. I mean, I don't know if Bandai is going to make any more PG Unleashed kits, but I would certainly guess that they're going to make more perfect grades, yeah. It's just that the PG Unleashed title may have been just a once and done kind of thing, that it may not continue. But yeah, we will have to wait and see. It will be kind of interesting to see where they go if they do continue. If they do make another, I don't even want to say continue, because it's not like it's going to be a continuing thing. If they make another PG Unleashed kit, it'd be interesting to see, like, yeah, what it's going to be. Because I mean, they could make something like a Zaku, which would go along like nicely with the Gundam. But I feel like that probably wouldn't be like the most popular option. Making something more like I don't know, a new Gundam or a Exia or Freedom or whatever. Let's take your pick of whatever other like very popular lead Gundam from a series is probably going to be more popular than a Zaku. But yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, speaking of Zakus, I was thinking about something the other day, and I was going to actually post on Twitter about it. I forgot. I think I was driving at the time, so I couldn't. But I'll bring it up to you guys, and if I can remember to, I'll post it on Twitter later, just to kind of also see what some other people might think about this. But I know that there's a lot of people that want that would love a. I was thinking about this because I just recently built and reviewed that HG gym kit. I know there's a lot of people that would like a Revive gym kit, like a proper HG Revive, because like anytime I ever have any gym related content, there's always somebody in the comments talking about how they want a HG Revive gym of some kind. And I wonder if Bandai is just not interested in making that, just because I just don't know how popular it might be. And I think like anything which is like one of the most common mobile suits from 1 Year War, I think is going to be popular. And the gym, I mean, obviously, like we have loads of other, all sorts of different gym kits. But I kind of wonder if that maybe at some point, possibly Bandai was planning to make a Revive gym, or even, I would have to imagine that it at least was being considered. And because they made the kind of Revive, although it's not labeled as Revive, but the HG Zaku 2, after making Char Zaku 2 and then the regular green one. I have to imagine if the sales of that kit, or to be more precise, the lack of sales for that kit, maybe is making Bandai want to hold off on releasing an HG Revive gym kit, just because I wonder if the sales of the Revive Zaku 2 were kind of blunted because of the fact that we'd already had so many really, really good HG Zaku kits in the Origin line. So it's like, oh, we've been getting like awesome HG Zaku kits in the HG Origin line for years now, and now we got another HG Zaku kit, which is fantastic, but it's like a little bit kind of oversaturation of fantastic HG Zaku kits. I mean, there's only so many I think that people are going to want to build. And so now that we've gotten to not quite as many different gym variants, but there's still quite a few in the HG The Origin line, and like the different kind of HG The Origin and P Bandai HG The Origin kits, and like the Kukuru's Doan's HG gym kits and stuff. So there's all these like really good HG gym kits out now already, that we may already be kind of oversaturated with fantastic gym kits, that if they were to release an HG Revive one, it may not sell that well, just because number one, it's not the gym, although it's like a popular mobile suit from First Gundam, it's going to have some like built-in popularity, but it's not going to be as popular like with the masses as something like a new like Freedom Gundam or Exia or whatever. Again, these like lead mobile suits from different series. So yeah, I wonder if that's maybe something that's holding back our poor boy Jim from getting a proper HG Revive release. Could be. But what do you guys think? Have you seen the Solomon Sysalis? Yeah, that bootleg GPO 2 kit. Yeah, I've seen about it. Certainly looks pretty cool, I will say. Don't plan to get one. I don't think that I will, but looks interesting. Let's see. Spencer said, I think the problem with the HG Zaku is that the Gundam The Origin Zakus are just a few bucks more. I would think that would be an advantage of the Revive Zaku, is that it's like just as good and slightly cheaper. PG Unleashed Zaku would be amazing. Yeah, I think that it would be. But again, it's just that I think it would make sense and a lot of people would love it, but like, would it appeal to the masses as much as something like a PGU, I don't know, yeah, whatever. Barbatos, New, Freedom, whatever, anyway. Strike Freedom, maybe? Any of the like lead Gundam designs from popular series. PG Unleashed Wing Zero, maybe. So there's a lot of different options there that it could be. Let's see. There's so many. One thing that I love. Oops, I should have done this first. Sorry. One thing that I love about the Sinanju, and it seems like even more so with this kit, but it's probably about the same. Just the parts count for the legs in particular, and other parts of the build as well. But I mean, like, just for this, I mean, like, we have all these parts for the armor. We have like 2 parts there for the knee, this part around the top of the leg, these 2 parts at the back, this lower part here at the back, this part here at the front, this part here at the front of the ankle. And then we haven't added the side armor parts on yet either. Onto the side of the leg. And yeah, it's just a lot of parts here for one leg. Okay. Anyway, there's that. And for this one, it's gonna go here. And what about on the other side? Okay. That. And that. I wanted to, after building the backpack and the weapons, I thought, why don't we go like RG style and build it from the bottom up, starting with the legs. And we can pretend that it's an RG, a giant RG Sinanju Stein. But yeah, build it from the legs up. Very cool. There's one of our legs. Any candidate for the next MGEX kit? I think alright, hang on. For MGEX, does the Sinanju have thigh armor separation? No. Neither the regular Sinanju or this one do have thigh armor separation. MGEX, you have to remember that for any MGEX kit, there has to be a specific EX point. Like for the Unicorn, it was the LEDs. For the Strike Freedom, it was the gold frame. So like anything that's gonna be an MGEX kit, it has to have some kind of specific point that Bandai can like really wow people with, right? So it could do something like the Exia and put LEDs in it, like similar like what they did with the Unicorn, basically making like a 1/100 scale version of the PG Exia. And that would certainly work. That would be cool. But they already did LEDs as a gimmick with the Unicorn, so they might not want to do that again, at least right away, for like the third or fourth release, maybe later on. And they already did like the gold frame. Doing like gold armor or like some kind of like metallic plated armor, something like a Hyakushiki or something like that could be kind of interesting. Again, right after doing something with like a gold frame, where they then do something with like, oh look, we can also do gold on the outside. I think in Hyakushiki, we also already have the Hyakushiki 2.0, so I don't think it would be the Hyakushiki. It could be something like the Delta Gundam or something, but that's not popular enough of a Gundam. People don't know what the Delta Gundam is as much. Doesn't have that name recognition. So I think that's probably, I mean, it could be something like the Akatsuki. I think that's probably another good one if they wanted to do like a plated mobile suit that would be like well known and popular. Akatsuki is probably a little bit better. There's options there. I think another gimmick that they could explore as a gimmick for the MGX line would be just the transformation, which, I mean, it's not a gimmick that I particularly would be like that much looking forward to, but doing a transforming and like, again, probably the best candidate for that, we already have a new version of with the Zeta Ver.Ka, would have been a good one for like MGEX Zeta Gundam, and just make like the EX point, the transformation of it. Another good candidate might be like the S Gundam or the XS Gundam. We also, not too long ago, got a 1.5 of that. So I mean, we could see the either the S or the XS as like an MGX possibly, but again, not being like the lead Gundam from an anime series, that's gonna just make it slightly less likely. So I don't know. I think the Exia with a LED set is a good bet. Yeah, I don't know. Possibly some kind of transforming Gundam. There's a few different options that it could be. but I just don't know if it's gonna end up being anything like that or what. I don't know. It's hard to say. But there's at least a few things to consider. MGX Strike Freedom is very impressive. I buy it for my last year's birthday, and yeah. Let's see. I don't think they got much to work with for that line. Yeah, Hasaki, I agree. It's kind of like they're already they're already doing so well with just like the mainline MGs, and especially like the 2.0. So like again, like the Freedom 2.0, the Hyakushiki 2.0, like they have like already, like they're already making the regular MG line too good that it's kind of hard to have good candidates for like a really like over the top MGEX, right? I don't know, but then again, Bandai always, I mean, they always come up with something, so I have no doubt that they'll think of something cool, but we'll just have to wait and see what it is. I don't know. Could be something like the new. I just don't know. Let's see. Kind of skipping around a little bit here. Now that I've got a good feel for how this is going to go together, I'm just gonna speed along through here, the second foot, without really paying too much attention to the instruction manual. I think I shouldn't really need it too much. Except for, let's see, parts like the hip joint. But where's this part? Here it is. This piston part here. I'm kind of hungry. I don't know. It's kind of an odd day today. They could implement a color shifting plastic to mimic going into Trans Am. I mean, yeah, maybe. That's an interesting idea. I'm not sure how they could really pull that off. I mean, but again, Bandai, they have a lot of tricks up their sleeve for sure. But yeah, something with like Trans Am, or I don't know. I think if they're gonna do anything like Trans Am related, it would be just like having, like I said, just like a MG, basically like an MG EX version of the PG, where it just has the LED system built into it. And it would be like the MG EX Unicorn, where you have the ability to switch between different colors of like how like the LED is lighting up. So yeah, you could switch between like the regular green or like red. So like the whole mobile suit won't be red, but if you wanted to actually like paint the kit in Trans Am mode or whatever, then you already have the LEDs like set for you basically. Not sure. I don't know. How much is premium Bandai? Well, it's an interesting question. It totally depends on the kit, so kind of not an easy one to answer for you, unfortunately. It depends. The actual like MSRP prices for P Bandai stuff is usually very reasonable. It's just if you don't have P Bandai available in the country that you live, then you're having to pay. Basically a third-party company is buying it from Bandai and then reselling it to you, so they're marking it up for a profit. So that's where P Bandai stuff gets expensive. But as long as you have the ability to buy it directly from Bandai as intended, then the prices really aren't bad at all. I mean, it's pretty much the same price as what the kit would cost if it was just a standard release. So, oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Thought that looked kind of weird. MGX gun tank. In my opinion, once you have moving parts and a motorized, then it's not a model kit. But anyway, yeah, so there you guys talking about MGX gun tank with the motor inside. I really, really don't want anything motorized in my Gunpla. I don't think Bandai's ever gonna do that. I hope not. If they do, I don't know. It could be interesting, but it's just not something I'm looking forward to at all. I don't want that. I remember building this back in 2013. What's going on, Strider Prime? Yes, you did build this back in 2013, didn't you? Yeah, I actually got this kit in 2013, and it's just taken me now over 10 years to actually put it together. I've been carrying it around with me ever since then, over many a move. Just been bringing this thing along. Yes, because this kit was actually, when it was released, is when I was living in Japan at the time, and my coworker bought it for me at the time. So shout out to Adele. Thank you. He doesn't watch hell, I don't think. Pretty sure he's definitely not watching. But yeah, good guy. He does a lot of like acting and stunt work and stuff, especially in China. So you guys may not have ever seen any of his work, but I don't know. Probably the most likely thing that you guys may have seen of something that he's been in, he was in like recently a D&D ad. There was like an advertisement for, I think it's Dungeons and Dragons, yeah. Some new like D&D game or something anyway. He was in the advertisement for that, where it was like a guy like in his apartment, whatever, and then like a bunch of like troll and monsters and stuff like break in, and then he's like out and like fighting the trolls and stuff. That's my man, a good friend, Adele. Yeah, we worked together at a very, let's just say, not fun job. It was, yeah, not fun, not a good workplace there, not a good company to work for. Teaching, when we were teaching English there at the time. Nice coworkers, great students. You know, I loved my classes with the students. It was always fun. Always great to be with them. But like the management and the owner were just not good, unfortunately. And why is this far like not like clipping in there? But both he and I both moved on to get jobs in doing what we really love to do. For him, it was like, actually he was like a dancer. It's like semi-professional, I don't know, whatever. Like he was doing like dance gigs, and that's led him into doing like other, sometimes dancing as well, and like stunt work and choreography and just like acting and stuff. It's been in a bunch of like Chinese commercials and things like that. Watching you cut all apart and then build it in one go makes me want to try this method. Yeah, it's a good method. It's very, like I said, very streamlined. For me, although I've gotten comments from people telling me that this is a terrible way to build and that this is not how professionals build models. So I don't know. Is this the old version or the 2024 version? Well, the 2024 version, unfortunately, is not out yet. So this is definitely the old 2013 version. Yep. Yeah, with what I have built here so far, you really wouldn't be able to tell, would you? Because most of what we're going to have as far as like new parts for the new version is going to be with like the sleeves parts and the weapons. And we haven't gotten to those parts yet. What's your favorite Gundam series? I have 3. It's kind of hard for me to choose because I like them all. I love them all. But I like Unicorn is one, 8th MS Team is another, and Turne is another one of my favorite Gundam series. Turne was one I was certainly not really expecting to like, because I was, like most people, not that huge into the design of the Turne Gundam. And I would say, like, as much as I love the anime, I'm still like, I'm not a huge fan of the Turne Gundam's design, just if I'm being honest. I mean, like, it's not one of my favorites. I like it well enough, but yeah. It's not one of my favorite designs. It's very different. But as far as the series itself goes, it's fantastic. So anyway, like I went into watching the series, you know, without like too much expectation or whatever, just because it's like, I don't know what I'm gonna think about this. The Gundam design is very strange. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I would highly recommend it. You have like these little vent parts here for the side skirts that look almost identical to the little vent parts that we have for the front skirts as well, or back skirts. Zach, I'm disappointed. Turn A has a fantastic design. Artemis, hey look. It is. But yeah, it's very different. I'm not gonna say it's bad or it's ugly or that I don't like it. I just don't like it near as much as I like, you know, a lot of other designs. Okay, is that acceptable? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Turn X is better. Yeah, I mean, I think definitely like the Turn X design a little bit more. Just because when we've got like big giant robots, we want them to be like a little bit tough, a little bit kind of edgy looking, right? And then to look intimidating. The Turn A Gundam just really doesn't really have that. Doesn't really have that intimidation factor when you're looking at it, right? It's cool, it's interesting, but yeah, the Turn X definitely does though have that look to it more so, right? Yeah, today is a weird day. Okay, there's that. Now the actual skirts here are going to be pretty easy. Uh-oh. Oof. Oof. That's going to be a real challenge to get out of there again later. Fortunately, it's not like super tight, but still. Let's get our legs connected in here first before we plug all the skirting armor on. There you go. Front, sides, and the back skirts. One thing that I was noticing too, like cutting out all the parts. Let's see. What's the box you're using to separate the parts? Delph said, and it's just this here. I got this in Korea, so don't ask me where I got it. Unless you're in South Korea, you won't be able to get one for yourself. You can get similar ones, like at any like craft or hobby store. Yeah. But anyway, here. I was noticing this is really cool. That the back skirt, this one is the Sinanju, and this one's the Stein. So just kind of cool how similar it is. So you can see like how the Stein was changed into the Sinanju, right? And so you can see how, I mean, like overall, I mean, like the mobile suit in general, obviously, you know, carries over much of the design of the Sinanjus over like between the two, right? They share the design a lot, but even like the internal details like this, I like how it was paid attention to that. They just kind of moved the internal details around a little bit to also have the full like effect of it being like a mobile suit that was changed over. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's not coming out well, but you get what I mean. All right. different. Here, let's see, and then which one is this? Oh, Bandai. Why do you do this to me? Making these parts so slightly different that it's really difficult to tell which one is the correct one. Can you just be like Kotobukiya and put the actual part number on the actual part? I love that. Have you guys ever experienced that, like building a Kotobukiya kit? I don't know if they do this for too many other kits other than like their Mecha Musume kits, like some of like the Frame Armors Girl kits, and sometimes I think that may be one of the only lines that they do this with, but they'll actually have like the number of the part actually like engraved, not like as a detail, because it's usually on like the inside of the part where it's going to be completely hidden, but they'll actually put the part number on the part. It's like if you were ever, you know, disassembling the kit or whatever, or if you're building it like in this way, whatever, where you already have the part cut off the runner, and so you can't be sure what exactly the part number was. It's right there on the actual part itself, so it's very cool. There's hardly been any occasion where I've actually had to like actually refer to that, where it's been actually of use, but it's cool just to have it there anyway. So here's our legs, all done, very large. One thing I love about the Sinanju, and in turn the Sinanju Stein as well, is just how big the mobile suit is. All right, let's build our torso next, so that once we build the arms, we'll have a body to plug them into. And then I think we'll build the head last. That'll be a good way to go about it. How are we doing on time, by the way? Just almost an hour here so far. It's pretty good. All right. Let's see. Bandai kind of did that with the dino kits. Yeah, there was the dinosaur kits where they're not marked with the part number, but like they have like the little dots or whatever on them to kind of indicate which parts are which are nice. Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see Bandai did that. Can you comment on the MGP Bandai kits whose pre-orders are ending today? I can't decide what to get. What's on there? Let me look. I don't know what's on there actually. Pre-orders ending today, huh? Let's see. P Bandai. Flash asked. Let's see. Finally, the reason that Kodo costs so damn much. Serenade, that's not the reason, but I take your joke. So let's see. What do we got here for pre-orders? There's a pre-order of the Meteor unit. Oh, that starts today. Tempting. Also the pre-order of the new mobile Jin. Those look pretty cool. It looks so cool. The new Jin, the Miguel custom version, just because it's in orange and it looks so cool in orange, and with the orange and white color scheme, looks really nice. But really, all that's really new about it is that shield, and like I feel like just the design of the shield and the skull and crossbones marking on the shield is doing a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of like just how cool that kit looks, and the orange color scheme, when like ultimately it's pretty much just the same kit, it just has a new shield. Which, again, that's the perfect candidate for a P Bandai kit, where it's like mostly just a recolor and it has like a little bit of new parts on there. That's pretty much exactly what you want for a P Bandai kit. There's also the new version of the Engage Gundam here too. I forgot that this was also coming out. What's different about it? It just has like a different backpack on this one too. Oh yeah, it's got like a Super Gundam style backpack on it. Just kind of looking to. Should we look together? You guys can see here. Yeah, it's pretty cool looking. I enjoyed the build. Don't know if I really want to get another one, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's pretty much exactly like a Engaged version of the Super Gundam. But yeah, this guy, this one also, it looks really cool. But I mean, the price is not bad. I mean, like $51. I don't know. I don't remember what the standard version of the kit costs, but I'm guessing it's somewhere right around there. So, being that maybe slightly more expensive than the standard kit, I mean, I don't know. It's tempting, I'll say that. Certainly. What else we got here? All right, let's see. The Vargil. I mean, the Vargil's a great kit. That's not new by any means. Johnny Ridden's Gelgoog. That's also the HG. Kind of tempted to get one of these. The 88 version of the HG Zeta Gundam. It's a really nice kit. The Gigantic Arms Haru. I actually need to order one of those for myself. The XN Riser. Fantastic kit, I gotta say. I did really enjoy that kit. I like the XN Riser so much more than other versions of like the 00 Gundam. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like the 7 swords. So it's like this one is like sort of that, but a little bit different. Probably not gonna get. Let's see. Probably not gonna get the Titans Haru AOZ reboot version. And the new parts on it do look cool, and I do love the Gaplant. Does this come with the booster? If it doesn't come with the booster, that's kind of dumb. Because that's like one of the best reasons to get the HG Gaplant. I mean, the HG Gaplant's a cool kit, but then the fact that you get the gigantic booster in there as well, it's like half the reason to get the kit. If it doesn't have that, then it doesn't have much. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. If you're wanting to know what MG to get, there's not a whole lot of MG stuff here. Get the XN Riser, I guess. Oh, I kind of wanted to get one of these too. The M Gunner. Oh, this Shin Matsunaga Zaku 2 is also a really cool kit, I will say. Again, it's pretty much just the HG Zaku 2 high mobility type, but it's kind of cool that it's got like the 2 spike shoulders instead of the shield shoulder on it. So, I mean, I like this. I have one, but yeah, I don't know, maybe. So, sorry I can't be of more help as to advising which MG kit for you to get. The XN Riser is the new RG. Oh, is it the RG, not the MG that was on there? I didn't look that closely, apparently. Anyway, the RG is cool kit too. I have built the RG 00 Gundam in the Trans Am Clear version, I think it was. I don't know, just the regular Trans Am version. And I liked it a lot. It was very cool. Dunbine's on there too. Yeah, yep. Do you think you'll review any Dunbine kits? Probably not. I actually have 1 or 2 of like the old kits that I wanted to use just for like it's kind of a video modeling one of the old kits. Anyway, just for model it and paint it. I don't know, just to build one. Yeah, but not done that. Yeah. I hate RG. It's too small. I prefer HG 144 or go 100 instead. Yeah. I understand, George. Still baffles me that the new RG Impulse is just a recolor and yet retail. Yeah, it is Boom Cannon. I agree. It is interesting that it's just a recolor and doesn't even come with any new parts or anything. It is. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those mysteries of the universe. But it's coming. Okay. Yeah, just to recap, just to get back to speaking about the build here for a moment. We're building the torso section here at the moment. And then we'll move on to the arms and finish up with the head. So yeah, it's definitely nice that this frame is not in ABS. If you guys saw the live stream of building the regular Sinanju, which was the Sinanju Ver.Ka with the ABS frame, yeah, it was like right off the bat from building the torso at the start, it was challenging. Just dealing with putting this section of the build together with that ABS frame. Got this part here. All right, let's put together these arm joints then too. I found it kind of odd that the arm joints here are made in a way. So if you look at this part, let me zoom in. So this is the connection for the arm to the torso. You can see this part here. It's got a gap on this side and not on this side. So if you think, okay, like which side of this part should be facing the front, where you're gonna see it, this side or this side, you would think probably this side, right? That you wouldn't want that gap to be visible, but nope, that's not how it goes together. Yeah, I think you probably could put it the other way around, and I don't think that it would cause you an issue. When you put it onto the kit here, like that, and then turn it, this is how it's going to look. So the arm's going to be plugged in here. It's going to pretty much be hidden by the armor, and it's going to be very, very, you know, not that much visible. But, you know, if it's going to, I mean, if it even slightly might be a little bit visible, why not just turn it the other way around? But, yeah, I don't know. Notice that with the, oh, wait a minute. No, that's right. I noticed that with the regular Sinanju. So it was certainly something that I at least noticed. Where's that piece? There it is. Okay. That's in there. Okay. Here and here. Okay. All right. Here and here. On top of here. It's so much nicer, I'll say, man. It's just so much nicer building this with a polystyrene frame rather than the ABS frame. It's quite the different experience, I will say. The ABS frame was just such a pain. I mean, it looks great. Like the MG Sinanju Ver.Ka, I mean, like it looks great when it all comes together. But I mean, just when it comes to just like the building experience, being able to enjoy your time spent putting the kit together, man, it makes a big difference. Alright, and it's kind of interesting that the part's to the back. Okay, seems kind of opposite. And these, some of these parts around the torso too, I think I might be using in my GBWC build. So when it comes to how I want to have like the kit kind of customized in a way. I feel like I might be missing something, but hopefully not. Okay. Sorry. Christian Knight. Hey, what's up? What's going on? how's it going? The GPO4 RE100 will be reprinted in May, I think. Yeah, I believe that one is up for a reprint. Yep. A couple of the RE100 kits. There's that. I think the gun cannon and the detector is also getting a reprint, I believe. That's cool. Let's see. I feel stupid for selling the GPO4 RE back then. Yeah. If you got it and got rid of it for some reason or whatever, it's a good opportunity to pick up another one. Or if you just for no other reason other than just that you just like the design and want to pick another one, it's a good opportunity to get it. Because yeah, it probably hasn't been one of the easier kits to find as of late. Let's see. I don't feel like those are pushed in all the way. It's chest vents, but maybe they are. Kind of seems like it, I guess. All right. Last couple of bits here. There's this cockpit hatch. And this one. Oh, like this is supposed to this part of the cockpit hatch is supposed to click in, but how can I click it in without just pushing it all the way in? There we go. Excuse me. Got it. So we can put our torso on here, and also backpack. There we go. Very nice. And we can move on to the arms. Okay. Fun fact, Sinanju means comfortable new village. In Arabic or something like that. I remember reading that it's like an Arabic word or something, right? Speaking of RE100, I haven't seen the Hama Hama in years. Yeah, the Hama Hama one, I don't think that one's getting reprinted at this time, but if they're reprinting a couple of the other ones, then yeah, it's likely that they'll be reprinting the Hama Hama maybe in like a next wave or something like that. They're not going to reprint like all of the RE100 kits all at once, but maybe do like a couple at a time every few months or whatever. Every quarter, basically. Really like the GP series from 0083, but Bandai never loved them. I mean, the RG GPO 1 kits are fantastic. Despite what some people may say about them, I love those kits. They look amazing. Yeah, the MGs are definitely could use 2.0, and the HGs also are pretty old. But we got the new N-Gauge Gundam is something. The RE100 GPO4, we got the Kerbera Tetra HG kit. That's also probably came out around the similar time as this one, 2013 around there probably, I guess. So it's a little bit older, but it's a nice kit anyway. 11 p.m. in Thailand now. Time for me to go to bed. All right, see you, George. Thanks for hanging out. Hasaki, I think it's Persian, which is Sinanduj. Okay. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but all right. The RE100, Gaia, and Jim Sniper 2 when? Jim Sniper 2 we have an MG of. So I don't think that they'll be making a N-Gauge Gundam, a Gundam phone? No, not that. Gaia would be a full mechanics if they make one. And yeah, it could be possible. After making like the Forbidden, Calamity, and Raider, they could make the Abyss. So it'd be Gaia, Abyss, and what's the other one? Anyway, those 3 Gundam Seed Destiny mobile suits. Yeah, these fully articulated manipulator hands are just the worst. I do not like them at all. And I didn't lose it yet, but a tip of one of the fingers already came off. That's the thing about these. One of the reasons, I mean, for me, one of the many reasons why I don't like these fully articulated manipulator hand is that, actually, where's my ABS glue? Where is it? Here it is. One of the reasons why I don't like them is that if for whatever reason one of the fingers like pops out or they just kind of come apart in any way, you can put it back together. It's just never going to be tight again, though. It's going to keep falling out forever. I'm going to even put a little bit, if I can, a very little bit of glue on this one to make sure that it stays there. So ultimately, I only need it to stay there for the review. Later on, I'll use something different for the hands for this. This is ABS glue, which I've only ever used this a few times, and even though it's for ABS, I don't find that it really works that well for ABS. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but it didn't actually work that well. So this is supposed to be, wait a minute, like this, okay. Kind of a tricky piece to get in here. If I can, I might not even be doing it right at all. Hang on, let's see. No, I am. And still can't quite get this. Hang on. That should be right. I guess that's right. Is that right? Seems that way, but it's very, I don't know. Okay. Maybe. Plastic Magic works on all of them. I don't know what Plastic Magic is. I'll have to check it out. I've not tried that. Where's that? Is that like sold at any like certain stores or something? Where's like a good place to get that? Oh, goddamn. Give me a break. I only need 10,000 votes. Just trying to get this piece in here. Let's see. What if Bandai announces an MGEX VF1S Valkyrie? It's actually a very interesting point, Revan, that we were talking about this kind of earlier on in the stream about what maybe a next or an upcoming release in the MGX line. It could be the case that it's not a Gundam at all. It's just something different. It could be Evangelion or Macross or a completely different property. That's certainly a possibility. Yeah. It's a good point. And that would actually open them up for some more opportunities. So like we were saying, it's kind of hard to imagine what the next or any future MGEX kit's going to be, just because they have to figure out what the EX point is going to be. And maybe they have an easier time if it's something different. Non-Gundam anyway. That's a good idea. Where's that? There we go. Still waiting on Char's Zaku 2 3.0. Yeah, an MG 3.0 Zaku 2 I would certainly be down for. P Bandai MGEX might strike freedom. Maybe. MGX Zaku with a proper molded pipe. What do you mean, Revan? How would it be like differently molded? I feel like with the 2.0, pretty much like they kind of already figured out the best way to do the piping on a Zaku kit. I don't really know how they could possibly really do it any better or differently than that. I mean, it would be nice if it was a little bit easier to remove the piping parts from the runner, because that is certainly something that's kind of a challenge with the MG Zaku kit. It's always kind of annoying to get those parts off the runner sometimes, but other than that, I mean, I don't know what they could really do to improve on that. But again, I'm sure people were thinking that in 1996 or whatever, when like the MG RX-78 came out, people were probably thinking like, there's no way they could ever make a better RX-78 model kit than this. So, I don't know. Okay. Which way is correct? There we go. There we got it. And as for the shoulder armor, MGX Gym. Have you seen the 175th scale Gundam The Origin Zaku? No, I saw that I guess there's a 135th scale RX-78 kit that's some bootleg company is making. And it looks interesting. Oh, that's what those are for. It looks very interesting. My immediate thought was, ooh, I want to check that out. But then, like, looking at it more, the proportions are bad. I don't really know how, like, it seems like they kind of, like, use some different design aesthetics from a couple of different versions of the RX-78, and somehow managed to make it look not so good. I don't know. It's kind of funky looking. All right, so have you guys seen that? Seen that RX-78? It looks to be like, yeah, I don't mind the size of it. I love the mega size kits are awesome, and the mega size RX-78 is awesome. So I mean, like, just the fact that it's huge, I don't mind at all. It looks really fun. I just don't think that the design of it looks weird. It's like it's got like the legs of the Origin version, and like the shoulder, and like the torso of the Origin version, and the shoulders of the Ver.Ka. This is like just going off of what I remember seeing of it, like, very briefly. So I could be wrong about that. I was just looking at it like for a few moments yesterday, I think it was. But yeah, it was seemed like what would be a good combination of different RX-78 parts. But for some reason still looked a bit odd. Is this supposed to be like not perfectly flush on there? It's kind of interesting. So yeah, the proportions are strange. Anyway, looking at it, and so I think that's what will ultimately hold me back from getting one. Because at first when I saw that, I was like, oh, a gigantic RX-78 model. I like that. I'm very interested. And then looking at it more, I was like, it's kind of ugly looking. All right, let's see. Trying to get this thing to look proper without messing everything up at the same time. Stand. The Pirate Cysalis looks so good, but I can't find anywhere that has pre-orders for it. Yeah. I guess I was saying this like last week or whatever, I don't know, in a previous stream, that I had seen that the kit was canceled and that they were doing refunds for it on Taobao. I guess that was not true information, so sorry about that. But I don't know, or maybe that the kit was not canceled, but Taobao was canceling their pre-orders for it, or what. I don't know exactly what the story is on that kit, but yeah, it does seem like there's at least something going on with the release of that, in that the manufacturers, understandably so, are a little bit like, either the manufacturers or just like different websites, companies, whatever, are a little bit hesitant about carrying it. Or releasing it, if it's the case of the company. I don't even remember the name of off the top of my head, the company that's making it, but it doesn't matter. I tried to look it up, and the shield is already going to be a huge plate for Nachos. Talking about the 1/3/5 scale Gundam. Yeah. I think like the only other... I'm sure it's not the only one. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head, only other like 1/3/5 scale kit that I've ever really seen is that 1/3/5 scale XS kit, the legendary kit that has many times been bought and never built. I've seen like so many different people. I guess like just because of the fact that it's like a $2,000-$3,000 kit. I shouldn't say so many people. I don't think I've seen like that many people get it, but I've seen a number of different people get the kit and do like an unboxing video and then never actually build it and end up reselling it again. Because yeah, it's ridiculously huge, and it would just be such a massive undertaking to build a kit like that. Understandably, people have that post-nut clarity and realize, oh wait, why did I buy this thing? Yup. It would be a cool kit to actually build. The 1/3 scale XS kit would definitely create a huge hole in your wall. I mean, yeah, it's like one of the most expensive Gundam kits that I think that you can get. I don't even know how easy it would be to get one now at this point. They're like probably ever increasing in rarity, but at the same time, meaning there's always going to be people that are trying to get rid of it, because however many few there are still out and about. And I don't know if it's ever been like, what happens with those kits sometimes too is that they get not like reprinted, but like another company will basically just like buy the designs or nick the designs and just like remake it. Because I think that happened with like the Ellen Kshatriya kit, I believe, something along those lines. That kit was only ever released once, like properly, from Ellen, the company that made it, which then later reformed as Mechanicore. But I think that it was actually like reissued, sort of quote unquote, by like some other company, whatever, just got the plans, the molds or whatever, and just made it again. I believe so. But I've still got my original Ellen one, so it's like a retirement investment. Just gonna hang on to that. I would like to actually make it, but it's one of those that if I can actually build it and model it all up and everything, could sell it for more, but still worth a good amount of money. Unbuilt, too. Certainly worth more than what I paid for it. No doubt about that. Okay. Just about done with the arm here, which means that we just have the head left and we'll be done. And then I'm thinking that have a little bonus for you guys as well today, which I'll show you here in just a minute once we get this one wrapped up. Oh, actually, before, where did I? Oh, beam saber handle. Let's see. Ruben asked, "Hey Zach, so at my Hobby Lobby they have the red Zaku 2 in MG and RG. I was thinking of getting one when they're on sale. Which do you think is better?" I think that the MG is definitely better. I mean, I don't know which version of the MG you're talking about, but I would assume it's probably the MG 2.0 Char's Zaku 2. And yeah, it's a fantastic kit. Definitely better than the RG, I would say. Just one man's opinion, but that's what I would do if I was in your shoes. That said, I mean, I don't know what kind of sale you're talking about. If it's like a super sale, then maybe, but also generally I don't really recommend getting Gunpla from Hobby Lobby, but you know, do what you gotta do. I would say definitely like compare prices, because even like 25% off from Hobby Lobby might be comparable to like what you can just get the kit from like a different store with like 15% off, for example. Just saying. Okay. Let's get this head built up and then we'll be done with this guy. So, another box juiced. Anyway, have you tried the quick type of paints? What's quick type of paints? I don't know what that is. Doesn't fall to real grade syndrome. Yeah, I don't agree with the whole real grade. I don't like the whole real grade syndrome terminology in general. I don't really. Anyway, I don't like that, but I don't think there's anything wrong with the RG Zakutsu. Just that the MG is just better. I mean, if you're asking me which one's better, that's one better. We do have a couple of stickers here for this guy. And they're kind of mostly on the head. There's that little one which goes somewhere else. I'm not sure, actually. Anyone know offhand? There's one stickers for the. Oh, let's see if it's right here. Is it? No. This one's for the eyes. This white one is for like the chin, and this gray one here. Where's that go? We're going like the. Oh, I think it's on the top of the beam rifle, actually. Let's see. Beam rifle? Yes. Okay. Interesting. Let's bring that back out, I guess. Kind of odd. It's like you have the entirety of the kit Don't need stickers for anything, but there's one little gray color app that's missing from the beam rifle design. We need a little sticker there for that. Okay. Let's see. Our faceplate here. I find it's kind of easier to put the eye decals on when the faceplate piece is connected. Did I see Ryan Lau in the chat there? Or was I seeing someone else and thinking, maybe I was seeing Ruben. I was just seeing a name that started with an R and I thought it was Ryan. Let's see. Got the HG God Gundam for like $12. Well, there you go. That's a good deal. Uh-oh. I'm thinking I'm going to use the this head for my GWC build rather than the Sinanju head, just to make it look like it's got the eyes rather than the mono eye. So like that part of the that part of the let's see. Sinanju hadn't been like fully converted over to the Sinanju yet. Like it still had the eyes essentially of the Sinanju Stein. Thought that might be a cool, little subtle thing there. These tiny little parts for the Vulcans are too small. Bro, you like Sinanju's? I like my heavy arms. More is better. I mean, more is not always better, but I mean, heavy arms is a cool design too. Yeah, sure. I'll give you that. Oh, I remembered something else I need to do suddenly. All right. Well, let's wrap this guy up first. And then I am going to have, I think while we're here, uh-oh, wait a minute. Yeah, okay. While we're here, I'm going to have a little bonus for you guys as well. I think would be kind of cool. Let's put those to the side. That's trash. This sticker here for the chin piece. Didn't expect that this was gonna go on very well at all, but it's kind of working, I guess. Interesting. Look at that. That sticker actually worked out pretty well. All right, I'll take it. And there we go. It's not very noticeable, Shirley, so there we go. And you can call me Shirley. There we go. I want to zoom out. Oh, and it's very bright, isn't it? Well, it's very white. I don't know. What can I tell you? Done and done. Very cool. Love the size, the shape, the smell. Very nice. Gotta love it. Really cool. All right, so yeah, now I get to think about which parts might I want to use on my Sinanju. Don't know. We're gonna work on that, but yeah, I think the head will be a cool. Anyway, yeah. All right, there you go. Nice. So let me put this to the side here for a moment, and we're gonna have a bonus round. Just clean up a little bit some of this stuff. I was just in the midst of putting this kit together. I just this morning finished getting all the parts cleaned up, and I thought might as well just do this in the live stream as well, because it will be very quick and it matches the colors. So this is the Hakobu and Riku kit here. It's from Maro Toys. Also kind of goes with the contest, although this is not a kit that you can use for the contest because it's not one of the Kotobukiya kits, but it is a Maro Toys kit. So it's the new Maro Toys kit release here from actually Kaviko, which is interestingly also the same company that made the original Nachin kit, the little 1/100 scale version Nachin kit. Now they're making one of the Maro Toys kits, and I will say that this kit, even though it's not from Kotobukiya, it might as well be. If you didn't know that it wasn't a Kotobukiya kit, I mean, it would be kind of hard to tell. Post-war Ocean said, I'm just impressed at how quickly you put that together. Well, I mean, again, remember there's hours of work done ahead of time to cut out all the parts and remove all the nubs and do everything else. I mean, yeah, I put it together in less than 2 hours, but that's like plus a few hours of work ahead of that. All right, so this will be just a really quick little build here. I figure we might as well just do this while we're here. This cute little guy. And then you guys can see a little bit about this. But I'll obviously have a full review for this guy coming as well. Thursday morning stream, yes. And actually I'm going to have another stream this afternoon too. So you guys will see me again pretty soon, I think. Kind of hard to see with the manual here. Hope you guys don't mind. I think it kind of works. All right. That would be the front and the back. And a little faceplate. Let me see. It's kind of hard to. It's not a whole lot of parts here, but just get a couple of these larger pieces out of the way, so it's kind of easier to find the smaller parts when I'm looking for them. Here we go. This cute little faceplate there. I'll try to zoom in a little bit. You guys can see a little bit better too. And go. Yeah. Okay. What's that? And this cute little helmet. There you go. Adorable. Next, the body part. Let's see. Got these little clear parts. One, and there should be another one somewhere. In this case, for this kit, where is it? Come on. Where are you? There it is. I didn't cut out the parts in I cut out just all the parts at once. I didn't separate them by section, just because of the ease of building this and just having not that many parts. I figured it'd be easy enough. I didn't have to actually take the time to separate everything out. Patrick, what reviews do you have coming out next week? Next week? Well, I've got the MG Rezel and the Rezel Commander type, the Sinanju Stein, these 3 MG kits here, obviously, coming up. So probably at least one of those will be out this week. Probably the MG Rezel is what I'm planning to have out today, and then maybe the Stein tomorrow. Anyway, 1 or 2 will be this week. The rest will be next week. After that, I don't know. I think one of them will be the Racing Miku kit. What? Hang on. Eve. Okay, no. I was gonna say, why does that not look like it goes there? The Plamex Racing Miku kit. I've got that at home. Just putting that together. And what's another one? The both Plamex. There's that, the Plamex Racing Miku, and also the Plamex Asuka kit, which in that case it's just one of the fixed pose ones. There's those two. Also the Gundam Base Korea 20th anniversary special version of the Astray. Got that I'm working on at home as well. That'll be coming up. Probably will live build that next week. So that's coming up. What else? In another upcoming live build will also be probably the original ARC-782 RG kit. That's in the queue. I want to live build that ahead of the review, so you'll see that coming up. And let's see, this the other new HG Metaverse kit. What was that? The 00 Diver Arc. Yep, that's another one that's probably going to be coming up pretty soon. The Kotobukiya Maru Toys Mamoru kit. I got a bunch of stuff here in the queue. The USA Gundam Store mascot would look good with that kit. Yeah, it's kind of a similar kind of vibe to it, right? So you got all that nice detail on the inside, and then we're going to cover it up. One thing that I love about these Maru Toys designs is like the big, wide open, like smooth surface, of the armor. Just makes them great for paint. You can do a lot of cool, fun stuff painting them. Okay, we've got should be 4 of these wheels, right? Front parts, maybe not. Maybe just this. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe not. All right. It's just the front wheel. Where's the other one? Can't see. My eyes aren't working. There you go. Don't think this needs to go any particular way. Oh yeah, it does have a certain orientation to the wheel. It actually is a spinning, functioning wheel, too, which is always fun. Ooh, very nice. Sir, do you think Zeta would be a good first Ver.Ka? Yeah, just as good as any. Yeah. The Wing Zero would also be a good one. Wing Zero EW. Would be another good, first Ver.Ka. I don't know. The ARC-782 Ver.Ka, I mean, it's older. It doesn't have a lot of the nice bells and whistles, but I think it still holds up really nicely as well. That goes there. Adorable. Here's our little guy. Now we're going to build the back section here, the main wheel section. We got E3 here. Here. What? Supposedly has a flat side to this part? I don't think so. Yeah, no. I don't know. Maybe it does. Oh, I can't see. Certainly doesn't seem to. Oh, no, there we go. There's one of the holes is slightly different. Ah, okay, I see it. Yeah, there's a flat part to that. Okay. There we go. E4. This one here. This one too. I'm gonna have to pay attention to the flat side of that. That goes in there. Oof. Come on. Then what? Then what? It's E8. It's like polycaps, but there's quite a number of these parts which are essentially polycaps, but like actual pieces here for this. What? Oh, I guess I should have said this probably earlier, but for anybody who's like just joining, watching the stream, post finishing the Sinanju Stein, you're coming to the stream wondering like, wait a minute, that's not the Sinanju Stein. What's going on here? Yeah, the Sinanju Stein is done. This is so if you came to just watch the build of the Sinanju Stein and you don't care about this kit, then I bid you adieu. But yeah, if you are still hanging out, then glad to have you here as well for this guy. This kit won't take very long. Yeah, it should be done here pretty quickly. E6. It's weird. Oof. Let's see. Currently building the RG Grandpa for my first Grandpa kit. Oh. It was probably my second ever RX-782 kit that I built. I built the original HGUC kit. Oh, no, it's probably the third. I built the original HGUC kit like a long time ago when I was first getting into Gunpla. Way back in the day. And then I think I probably built the G30th version before I built the RG. But right around the same time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, G30th is a great kit. That's a kit that I wish that was kind of more available. I don't know. I don't even know how it's sold. I think that like the only way that you can really get it is in like the starter set, like the Gunpla starter set that comes with the RX-782 and the Zaku kind of together. I think that's like the only model kit, the only way to get the G30th version. Is that correct? It's not like just sold on its own, which is odd. All right. We need these guys and this one. Let's see. If you have a chance to talk with one of the big wings, I guess you mean big wigs in Bandai, which kit would you suggest to them? Well, it's a different question from asking like which kit would I suggest them to make, because like there's kits that I would suggest just because they would that like I feel that they would be popular. It's a different question than like just if I got to like request just something that I wanted. Like there's certain kits that like I would love to have, but don't necessarily think that like they would be like the most popular kits. So like for example, I would love like MG Rosenzulu would be one, or an RE100 Cascade, or what else? An RE100 Nemo. I mean, and I don't only say RE100 just because I think it's the more likely option. I mean, MG would be nice too, but I would be perfectly fine with an RE100 Nemo. Not Nemo, Nero. Did I say Nemo? Did I say Nemo? Anyway, Nero is what I meant to say. Nero. Yeah, those are just like a few of the ones, like an HG Saikomu Zaku, be another one that I would really, really love. Okay. Wheels. Speaking of which, reminds me of something else I need to do. Does this have... No, it doesn't. A certain way that it needs to go on, because it's kind of very tight. No, it's just tight, that's all. And then our hubcaps to put on here as well. And then we're done with... with the main body. Look at that. It's got those little wheels, a little front wheel, and all actual like working wheels too, so it can actually roll along there. And at the back, the little claw arm, which will extend out slightly, which we can use to connect onto the trailer box. Trailer box? Is that the right way to call that? I don't know. The box container. Okay. I want an RG of the Ground Gundam and EZ8. That would be cool. Yeah. Building a Lindworm now, and it's really fun. It's like nice big HG. Yeah, that looked like a cool one too. I don't think I built that, did I? No, I don't believe so. Did I? I think I'm getting it confused with the X Impulse, which I did build, but I did not build a Lindworm, no. Did build the X Impulse, but anyway, both of them are cool designs. Like, I don't know. I didn't get a Lindworm. I don't know if I come across one or if it's reprinted at some time when I feel like maybe I do want to get one. Maybe I will at some point, but not yet. Wish that this would close a bit better here on the side. Let's see. The sides of our container. Come on. There we go. Ah, very satisfying. Here's our container box. Doors open like that. It'd be kind of funny to use one of these on, speaking of the ground Gundam, and the Easy 8, use one of these instead of the refrigerator backpack. There's that for the wheels. These are going to be pretty simple. These ones are also functioning wheels, it looks like. Yep. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And this is going to go on the bottom of here. Oh, the wheels themselves turn, but like to turn the angle of them, it's kind of tight. So you want to make sure that they're straight, because otherwise they're going to be it's going to make it hard to roll. Like a grocery store cart where the one wheel doesn't turn. Okay, and got the one hook out the back. There's no particular back or front, right? No? Okay. And other hook out the front. So if you have multiples of these, you can actually hook them all together, which is cool too. This is like the trailer that the box sits on top of. Let's see. Where are you guys getting all these leaks? What are you talking about? There's been leaks of an RGEX. Could be a 2.0 thing. No confirmation. Yeah, I would have severe doubts about that one. So I don't know if I would put too much stock in that. I think it's very likely at some point we'll probably get some kind of 2.0 RG ARC 78. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like or anything, but I don't think it's going to have a label anything like RGEX or anything like that, but who knows? All right, so there's our little guy. The hook to stay hooked on there. I wish that kind of clipped on there a little bit better, but there he is pulling his little cart. Get this out of the way here. There you go. Cool and cute. And goes well with our Sinanju. All right. So anyway, that's it for today. For now, anyway. It's not actually it for today. It's it for this morning. But we'll be live again this afternoon in a little bit. So see you guys again soon. But for now, thanks for hanging out this morning or whatever time it is for you. I know it's not morning for a lot of you, but whatever time it is. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. See you. The next live stream build will be the Kurobuka Gale Hound. Possibly tomorrow afternoon, actually. Yeah. So we'll see you then. Bye.